Hi, my name is Garet Christopher, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm talking about COVID and the vaccines, and I've just started. This is part 2 of this discussion, and I kind of said in the first part of this that I wanted to stay away from heavy topics. I didn't want to get into something, and especially something that can be construed or misconstrued as a huge political discussion. I wanted to stay away from that, but this is so big, and nothing else is really striking me right now enough to talk about, and I want to put it out there really just to talk. I'm not trying to shove anything down anyone's throat. I'm not trying to profess that I know really anything at all or know it all. I just am putting out there my position with this, and why I feel this and why I feel that, and why there are reasons why you should or shouldn't, do certain things. Anyway, please visit GaretChristopher.com and you'll find out more about me. I'm a self-published author. Got a few books out there, and a couple of audio books on Audible, by the way. A weekly podcast I do on Soundcloud and Spotify. And and this YouTube channel, along with 2 more channels. There's a sports channel and a movie channel, where I'm just as opinionated on those ones. And I had said earlier that really, this being my third kind of discussion on this channel, I didn't want to jump into something so heavy. I kind of wanted to give you the opportunity to get to know who I am. This thing is so large, and it's enveloping right now, so hey, let's talk about it. I like to infuse some humor into my discussions, but I have a hard time finding humor in this scenario. So there you have it. I'll try and be as concise as possible. So what I was sharing in the first one was kind of like how I came into when I first came into the knowledge of COVID, and what I was kind of thinking about, right? And how I still feel, to this day, I still feel that someone unveiled something. And this is why I feel that way. I feel that there was information that was available, that this thing didn't spring upon us out of nowhere. Now I know that there have been other germs and things like this, right? But it just seems like the vaccinations came really, really quickly, right? Which I understand. That's why a lot of people are staying away from them. They want to see the effects. I have my own family members that feel the exact same way. Hey, I'm not taking that. I'll let you grow the third tail, or the tail, not the third, but grow a tail, and then we'll see. Yeah, you want to take the vaccine, you go right ahead, and there you have it. My son, by the way, was one of those who did not take the vaccine. He got COVID. He was actually on his way back to China, was in San Francisco, waiting to get through customs, and he was swabbed, and he came up positive. So he had to quarantine. In fact, right now, he's still in quarantine and trying to get back to China. He works out there. Anyway, thank goodness he's okay. And my heart goes out to those who have lost family members, friends, associates, whatever, to this horrible occurrence and disease. I am very sorry for your loss. I know some people personally that have lost, loved ones, and terrible thing. Any case, so yeah, information like the vaccine information, like the information we're getting as far as the different variants, it just seems like there wasn't a lot of figuring out. Now I know that as far as the U.S. and other countries threw a lot of money to get these vaccinations, and I'm not downing and doubting these other companies, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, what have you, that put these things together. I mean, these scientists spent tireless hours putting this, but it just seems like the border of the puzzle was already there. And we know, if you ever done a puzzle before, when you first start out and the pieces are just everywhere, let's say it's a 500-piece puzzle, getting that first corner, that first little section is hard, right? And you kind of start there and go from there. Once you get that border together, it's still difficult, no doubt about it, but it's a lot easier to find things and to start grouping as far as colors and all that kind of a thing, right? It seems to me like there was already information available. And I still feel that there was some creation. It wasn't just a matter that it evolved from. Now, maybe it did evolve from something, but there was already information about that, whatever it was, okay? And again, in my head, I still feel there was someone, what I picture is someone in some lab somewhere, and they say, oh, shoot. Again, I'm not thinking, oh, shoot, but oh, shoot, we've got a problem. Next thing you know, they're on the phone, and boom, boom, boom. Again, too much coercion to me from a bunch of nations that don't usually play well together, right? Now, again, I'm limited. I wasn't out there checking all the different news sources. I haven't done tons of, of information seeking, and for a reason. I don't want this to be someone, again, just kind of throwing stuff at you in different numbers and theories and percentages. I'm not looking for that. I'm a common person, and this is where I sit. I have taken the vaccine. I've done both of them. I went to Walgreens, and I took the vaccine, okay? I have family members who have been vaccinated. I have family members who have not been vaccinated. I just talked about my son a second ago, and I have others that have not. And from what I understand, for those who have not, I have one person whom I love very, very much who is a cancer survivor. And this particular individual is scared to death of taking something that might alter her inners, her, what have you. She doesn't want to do anything that might cause it to, change things up. She does not want to go through cancer again. And I get that. And of course, even now, I'm sure this person's worried about, hey, what is the U.S. going to start? Because there are nations right now that you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this unless you can prove you're vaccinated. Is the U.S. going to head in that direction? I don't know. And this person is, I'm sure, frightened over that. She doesn't want to be, ousted because of, not taking the vaccine. And yet she's like, I'm not going to take it. There's no way I'm going to take it. Now, scientifically, medically, is it right to feel that way? Does she have substantiation for feeling that way? I don't know, but that's how she feels. That's how she feels. I have other family members who I've never asked, but I'm guessing they have not taken it for various reasons. That's their choice. I get that. And right now, in the United States, we have that freedom to make that choice. Why did I take the vaccine? I took it because I felt it was the right thing to do. I felt like, I'm fairly healthy. I'm chubby, but I'm fairly healthy. And nothing about it was going to really bother me. And I looked at it like, I'm taking something like I did when I was a kid for measles or mumps. Or if I got bit by a dog, I'm taking a tetanus shot, It's something to protect me from what's out there. I knew people that had gotten COVID and had dealt with and are still dealing with the illness. And so I decided to take it. Not everyone in my family has taken it. Not everyone in my family that's taken it has wanted to really take it, but they just did. And there's some that are going to be forced as they have to get into school and to work and that kind of a thing. Is that right? Is it right that people are being forced to take it? Okay, we're going to stop here and go into another topic. Let me present this question to you as a teaser. Are we as Americans too free? Are we as Americans too free? I'll talk about that in part 3 of this discussion. All right. Thanks so much. I'm Garet Christopher. And please visit my website, garetchristopher.com. GoPro, stop recording.